Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's my take on it with Dr. Victor Obasuyi. My co-host today is
Azuka Obasuyi. It's nice to meet each and every one of you again. Thank you, friends, for watching and for viewing.
Yeah, today's topic is an interesting one. As parents, we're all excited when the school year comes to an end. It's not just we're not just excited about our kids' results, but we all love the downtime, just like the kids. But the question is, what do we do with this 2 months downtime before the kids return back to school?
I know, you find, I know a lot of kids are going to get an eye roll. Most parents look forward towards the summer holidays. It's like finally no more time for lunches, to plan lunches, none of the rushes in the morning, figuring out what they're going to eat for dinner. So this is the time for everyone to kind of lean back and relax.
Yeah.
But then what are you going to do? Should you just allow them to lean back and relax and play away on their video games? Or should you plan to take advantage of the 2 or 3 months they're going to be at home and introduce new
Concepts.
and new programs and things that will be beneficial to the kids in the long run?
Back home, I remember the long holidays like this. My parents used to send us to summer school, which is the same concept that they have here.
Yeah.
Summer school prepares you for the next academic year. They introduce a lot of the concepts that you're going to be dealing with in the next academic year during that period.
Yeah.
So when you get to school, you're not most of the things are not new to you. So it gives you an edge. So that 2 months, while others probably might be going on vacation and doing different activities, but you're already ahead. You got a boost already.
Yeah. The idea here is not that it's not for them to just sit at home and read. It is actually how do you make the learning fun, right? Instead of them sitting and playing, some kids are known to play 8 hours of video game
or more, yeah.
And it's even funny. You don't get kids going outside now to
play.
They are losing out on the basic skills, like learning how to ride a bicycle, running around and chasing butterflies, sliding and learning how to swing. And kids are alarmingly losing the basic skills.
No, they're more indoor oriented now,
yeah.
compared to the past generation.
Yeah.
But the question is, as much as they prefer to be indoors,
Yeah.
The outside activities help them burn calories.
Yeah.
You can't just be eating and going back to sit on the couch to watch more video games or play more video games, watch movies, sleep. Of course, you're going to pack on a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Which is not also very good for your health.
Granted,
but
there are video games out there now where they can actually play the games and the rest. But the question is,
they're still sitting on the couch.
But that's even only one form of learning, right?
Sure. Most
people learn more when you incorporate all types, when you use all the 5 senses.
Sure.
That they have to learn. You use the sight, you use the movement, they have to feel and touch. Right, but when they are only sitting inside, what else can they do but just play away? But then being able to take advantage of a lot of the programs out there will be beneficial.
For me, I think 2 months of holidays is a lot to learn. There are lots of things that they can learn.
Yeah.
2 months summer school.
Yeah.
You have summer school to keep to bring you up academically. To prepare for the next academic year. They have summer camps that they can go for different activities. Some of the summer camps are paid for. Then there are some that are government funded. But as parents, you have to do your research to find out where or based on your pockets with the camp that's going to be most beneficial to your kids.
Yeah.
They also have the option of volunteering.
Yeah.
I personally think this is the best time. If you've not registered them for summer camps or summer school, then the best thing that you should be doing is sending them to volunteer. Most schools these days require volunteer hours before the kids can graduate.
Graduate from high school. But those are for kids that I think in this part of the world, they need to be at least 13 years, right? So that will be like getting the older kids to get off the couch, and go out there and figure out other things they can do and then learn and avail themselves of opportunities that are out there.
Yeah, because in volunteering, the kid will learn a lot. The most important thing is they learn to give back to the community without being paid for it.
Yeah.
So it's not just about give me. They also give. If they cannot afford at this stage to give out money, they can use their time for something positive. There are so many places that you can volunteer.
Yeah. And what I think is that most parents, the very first thing that comes to mind when you talk of summer program is that I can't afford it.
True.
Right? And I really don't know what to do. But one of the things we are doing here is to educate you that there are programs out there. You can apply for subsidies. A lot of the regions here, like the York region that we're in, they have you can apply for recreational subsidies, and there are a lot of camps that are subsidized too for low income and families. So you need to know what is out there. But why I champion sending kids out to camp, it doesn't necessarily have to be right in educational camps. Kids learn when they're having fun.
True.
Right? It might be the time for them, like what are the other things that they might be interested in? There was this story about the boy that the mom kind of forced him to learn how to play piano. And the boy he's never played piano in his life, only to turn out to be that he's what they call a servant. He's actually one of the I think made the Guinness Book of Record. Like it turns out that he was gifted. The question is, if that boy or if the parents didn't really try to expand this boy's knowledge, how would they have known?
They wouldn't have discovered it.
Yeah, there's no way you would have. So there are tons of hidden talents that could be discovered, right? A child might want to learn archery. Yeah, not really my type of thing. But then it's not for me to say. There could be archery. There could be canoeing. There could be like a lot of things. The girls can learn even like
it's
engineering.
Okay, they say there's no knowledge is ever wasted.
No knowledge is wasted. Yeah, there could be There are a lot of camps, robotics. Public speaking is something that I think every child should learn, because if you want to be a leader, you need to be able to comfortably stand in front of people and talk
and
right?
engage your audience.
And engage your audience. So you have public speaking camp. You have the ones for filming, the ones that want to be into engineering. Like this is the time for them to actually get to try out like a lot of hobbies that, or maybe this is what I want to be when I want to grow up. But then,
I think the advantage to it is, a child might say, okay, I want to be a medical doctor. I want to be a lawyer.
Yes.
Until they find themselves in that field, to see what the day of that or what the day in that profession entails. Yeah. Most times they just jump in from one to the other. Some kids might come in and they develop an interest in what they learned, and that's it. That's what they will want to do. So for me,
the exposure, that's why I champion sending kids to summer camp, because the exposure matters. It exposes them to things that they would not normally be exposed to in the typical school environment. Like, which teacher has time after maybe taking care of 20 to 30 kids, probably is already tired, to invest that extra time in the child. But during the summer camps, they might try out, and some of these you can try it out for a few days. If the child doesn't like it, at least you tried. They can try something else. But the issue
I still think it's better that way than letting the kids stay at home and play video games from morning till evening. They say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. If you're going to be, instead of being at home doing nothing the whole day, most times the parents are going to work. They send them somewhere where they can be productive to themselves and to the society.
And the issue of volunteering too is it actually exposes them. We have people that come to our office and they volunteer, they get to know what a typical office environment is actually like. You find like the difference in like it's almost like amazing to see how they change. Like from the very first day they come in, there is slack attitude, and within a week you are seeing this little professional, right?
Looking like professionals in their little way,
like all dressed up and all like bustling and moving around. It's almost like they kind of grow into it. It's actually amazing. Like if we can encourage our kids like to take those advantage and volunteer more.
No, but think about it also. How many of the kids that volunteered with us? Some started from maybe they started coming when they're in grade 10. Some have been with us from grade 10 up to grade 12 and then up till university level when they finish. How many of them have done that?
Yeah,
maybe four or five of them have gone through that stage. Yeah. They come in from grade 10. Grade 10 is just 15. 15, they probably don't know what to do. All they're doing is put files back and filing or little things in the office. Eventually, they get used to it.
Yeah.
And by the time they are in university, a child that has volunteered with in your office for a year or two, when they come in and say, okay, look, I need a summer job. It's one time. Right?
It's also good for the references.
Very good.
Because so I will not think twice in writing a reference.
No, most times after 2 years, even if they want to work for us, I end up absorbing them.
Yeah.
Or even if they say they want to work somewhere, they need a reference letter. It's a lot easier for me to write a reference letter for the child that has been in my office for a year or two. Yeah. The ones that stayed with us, through most of them, every holiday they come back to work.
Yes, yeah.
They make money, and that's money that their parents don't have to now bring out, or maybe student loan. At least, even if they're going to take student loan, that's less amount of student loan that they're going to take. So for me, I think it's a win-win situation for them.
Another good thing is the mentorship that happens during volunteering, right? Because there are some questions that some of these kids will have that they can maybe ask their, like you have someone already in the field and you're asking them, okay, sometimes they come in and say, okay, you are doing this. And you ask them the hard questions. Why are you doing that? Oh, my friends are doing it. That's why I am going for a particular course. Yeah, but what is it that you really want? Well, I really don't know. My friends say that it's a well-paid, position or like a well-paying job. But most times when you gain their confidence, you can actually sit down and talk them through and show them, okay, like what I'm trying to say here is that the mentorship that happens also when the child is volunteering,
very true,
is it helps them talk to someone already in the industry to see, okay, am I on the right path? Should I change like my path, right? So
walking into an office, maybe think about it. A child that's 15 walking into an office to meet like maybe the lawyers or the doctors, the engineers in the field to ask questions. The child will be a little bit scared.
They're scared, yeah.
But if you're in that environment and you get to see even the boss every day, it's a lot easier for you to now talk to the person and say, okay, please, how do I do this? Or ask questions. You feel more comfortable. And the person will also feel more comfortable talking to you.
Yes.
Unlike when you guys are just meeting for the first time and you need to ask one or two questions. Time is important. Everybody's in a hurry. Nobody really have that time to sit down with you and talk.
And without volunteering, you won't even get that
access.
That access
to the person that you will need
to that person, right? If someone calls me and you're 15 years old and you want to talk to me, of course, the very first thing that comes to my mind is that I need to create the time, to be able to talk to you. And most times, time, like you mentioned, is an issue, right? I may not necessarily get around to, even if I do want to help that child, I may not necessarily get around to making out the time because of the busyness of the office environment. But if the child is working with you, right, there is that access. They see me, maybe I'm done my lunch and I'm just relaxing. There is that thing, okay, in the morning. Maybe
this is the best time. Let me go and ask this question.
Ask the question. Sure. So they have that leg in to be able to, walk up and ask some questions that they would normally not be able to do if they are not working in that environment.
Sure.
Yeah, but these are for the older kids. For the younger ones, I still stress the importance of letting them, go out there and try other programs. This is the time to expose the child to, even when they tell you, oh, I really don't like this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't like this certain thing. The question is, let's try. I have tons of things that I've done with my kids that they said, oh, I didn't like the first time. And
eventually, they end up liking it.
Even if they didn't like it, at least I know for sure that that's not for them. And they also know for sure that it's not for them. But you'll be surprised that 5-10 years later, they might say, oh, I actually did this and I have an idea of how something works, right? Regardless, no knowledge is wasted.
No knowledge is wasted. I say that again and again. No knowledge is wasted. Whatever you learn today, you don't know where that knowledge is going to come in handy tomorrow. So for me, I think it's something that 2 months, right? I'll say again, is too much to stay away from your schoolwork. You come back after 2 months of probably not opening any page. By the time you start going to read a full book again, it takes your brain time to get used to.
And there are tons of
your rate of assimilation will have dropped a little bit.
And there are statistics out there that actually supports that. They say most kids lose 2.6 months of their reading time if they just stay home and don't open a book. And they lose they lose almost 2 months of reading skills and 2.6 months of math skills. So if a child is going into school in September and already lost 2.6 months, so which means by the time they will start catching up, you're looking at the November, December. So that child will start struggling.
So as parents, let's know that holiday is not a complete full period like we think. Even if your kids are going or taking them on vacation, still remember to keep them engaged.
I always say that parenting is not. There really is no down.
No downtime.
Downtime. You might relax. You might pull back a bit, but we have to be constantly on edge to empower and give the kids the advantage, right, that they need. They need.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're going to call it a day again. The channel again is My Take on It with Dr. Victor Obasuyi. My co-host is Engineer Azuka Obasuyi. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Help us get the channel grow by sharing the videos. If you have comments, please throw them in the comment section. Questions, throw them there. We'll respond to it to the best of our abilities. Like our videos and continue to share. Thank you so much.
Parents, what do you think? Do you think the kids should stay home? Do you think they should you should take advantage and they should be exposed? What do you think? Write us, shoot us.
Yeah, send us your feedback.
Send us an email. That's what our take is. But
nobody knows it all.
Nobody knows it all. So,
yeah, whatever. This is our thought process. Let's share. Send us whatever comments you have, and we'll review it.
And kids, do not stay 2 months playing on a video game.
Playing video games.
And learn other skills.
Learn new things.
It will benefit you in the long run.
Thank you. All right.